Yes. To go live, why not? So, yeah. Did you get everything done? Like,
what do you mean?
As with Thanksgiving and everything done for tomorrow?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
well, no. Well, we got like the turkey brining, so it'll be nice and juicy when we cook it tomorrow. And then we have like breakfast kind of situated, but that's about it. We usually do everything through the day. It's gonna be interesting though because my mom's on the shelf. So, well, that doesn't sound good.
I will be back. See,
Okay.
This is why. No, this is why I wanted to go live first. I knew that was gonna happen. Hang on. If something's on my end, I'll be right back. Hang on.
Oh, you're back.
You didn't have to put that on there. We haven't even started. Yeah, we're live, but we haven't even started. I figured we can just BS and then talk whatever. All right. So I can hear you now.
All right, that's good.
Slightly touch this mic. This mic is so sensitive. Yeah, so I grabbed the last 2 packs of dinner rolls at the store.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it is hard to find things, man.
It is. It really is.
Like we normally get a chocolate pie. We had to get like single serving chocolate pies.
What?
Because that's all they had. Like we usually get like a big pie.
Oh,
from like
I see what you
Sara
mean.
Lee or something like that in like the frozen food section. It's like a chocolate cream pie. It's delicious. But we couldn't find any like actual pies, so we had to get like a stack of like one slice of pie.
So you know when people say the Hershey's chocolate pie, the first thing I think of is the little individual ones
from like Burger King.
Yeah, those.
Yeah, those are delicious.
Yeah. I was like,
yeah, I know exactly.
Yeah,
those.
Yeah, but then like you should try go to Village Inn.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Village Inn should have them. I'm pretty sure they're racking them out this week. Like for
they're gonna be open tomorrow.
Tomorrow's
Thanksgiving. I don't know if they're open. Well, they might be open.
I think they are. I think they are early morning. Like.
Oh, maybe that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. And speaking of breakfast, we'll be doing a Dynasty breakfast hour with Tank.
Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, that's our little BS section. We're just chatting it up. I think I'm going to start doing this before. Talk a little life, talk a little homework. College sucks, but it's necessary.
I get to do a PowerPoint presentation. Yeah. It's so fun.
Death by PowerPoint.
But at least it's an online class, so instead of having to like present it in front of an entire class, I just turn it in with my talking over it.
Are you like on Zoom sessions during those, or it's just you and the teacher?
No, so basically, I go onto my student hub area. I select my class, and then everything's like written out. Like I don't actually. The only way I contact my professors is via email.
Oh, okay. Well,
so like,
and then you just
I go on. It has like a whole lesson plan. I have to like usually it starts like here and it goes like all the way down here on the left side of my browser, and like each page is like a different part of the lesson. And then I have to read. If it has a book with it, I have to read from the book, and then it'll give me like homework at the end of the lesson, like all the stuff I have to do.
Well,
yeah, hey, it's kind of nice.
At least it's all like because I know like all the rubrics and all that crap is like specific, and then some professors are like really like well, the word I was going to say I shouldn't say is very picky. There you go. They're very picky.
Yeah.
The word I wanted to use was not very picky. Not, oh crap! What's going on here?
Oh, there's a little bit of an echo.
Yeah, there it is. All right. Anyways, let's get this crap on the road. Triple header.
Turkey Day triple header.
Yes. All right. Kick the intro. What is up? It is Wednesday, the Thanksgiving Eve. We are going to talk the kickoff of Thursday's game with Dallas and Raiders, Saints and Buffalo, and Chicago and the Lions. I am never going to get tired of watching the Lions on Thanksgiving. At this point, it's like tradition.
Yep. Same thing with the Cowboys, unfortunately.
Yeah. You know, you ever wonder, like, you made the NFL and then you're like, well, crap. I will never have Thanksgiving with my family ever again, as long as I have a
especially if you get drafted by like the Lions or the Cowboys.
Like,
oh, there goes Thanksgiving.
Like, do you think of that when get drafted? Like, I don't know. I just think like, is that something they think about probably at the time or closer in the year? Like, I wonder if that goes through their mind when they first get drafted.
I think they'll get drafted, and that will be the farthest thing from their mind. And then they'll see their schedule and be like, "Oh,
that's right.
Hey,
Mom, I can't go home because I'm
You're gonna have to do it on Friday."
Yeah. If anything, like the veterans that's been there for a while, they probably already know, and probably like with their contracts, they could potentially have their families over.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm not saying a rookie would probably do that because
probably fly them all in for the game and then have Thanksgiving on Friday.
I think that'd be really cool.
That'd be pretty fun, actually.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying for the family member.
Yeah, like as much as I hate Dallas, I have to admit, like I feel like one of the most fun games between Washington and Dallas always seems to happen when they play each other on Thanksgiving. Like I think it'd be pretty cool to go like to Dallas one year and watch that game.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think there was a streak of like 3 or 4 years in a row where like we played Dallas on Thanksgiving. I was like, is this just like a permanent thing now?
I thought it was going to be a permanent thing. I thought they were going to make it that. Like,
right? It seemed like
it. Just it did for like the longest time. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, maybe they're figured they're going to be one of those teams that they're going to play all the time. But so tomorrow, they're hosting the Raiders. So as I have this weird graphic here, it looks like the Raiders are hosting them, but it's not. It's the other way around. So, but no, I mean, I'm excited for this. Look, for tomorrow, do we see the Lions win?
Could be.
Look, I really want the Lions to win, and I don't care about my coworkers in the nerd huddle right now. I don't care. I get yelled at tomorrow.
If losing results in Nagy getting fired, I'm sure they're all for it.
Oh yeah, no, but I think they already made the announcement that they're gonna fire him on Friday.
It's so weird that they're gonna let him coach the game still. Like, why?
I don't know. I
mean, I guess that's like short week, I guess.
I don't know. Like, hey, dude, you have to close tonight, but after your shift,
we're gonna have to let you go.
Like, I don't feel like working anymore.
Right? Like, why? What would Nagy's motivation even be to come in still?
What if he like goes out with a bang and does this crazy play? Like, I would love to see like a lineman be a running back tomorrow,
right?
Or just put someone who used to play another
throws the playbook to the wind and just is like, I got trick plays galore. We're gonna go out and have fun.
Could be. I don't know, but
I bet he'd win the locker room back if they started doing stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
that's the most fun game we've had all year.
Was it? I think I got the notification Monday that they told him that, or I heard that the whole locker room just gave up on him.
Yep.
So at that point, it was like, well, you're done doing it. And I announced it. I told Nerd Huddle, I'm like, yeah, dude, it's the first time in like history where the Bears were like, I'm done with you. Like, you are no longer part of this team. We don't want you here. Kind of vibes. Not telling them specifically, but from the players. So, and holy mother.
Look who he is.
Lions will win. Mooney and Dalton will have a big day. Yeah, no kidding. From the grave. Where you been, man? We miss you. So anyways, that's Alfredo. Being busy or doing whatever he's doing. As long as you're safe and you come on here and chat it up, I'm cool with that, man.
Right.
But yeah, I honestly I think if the like I think it go either way. If the Lions win, Nagy's done, probably like officially, like for sure. And I don't think that the Bears fans will be like, I don't think they'll care. I mean, I'm not a Bears fan, so I don't really know. But at that point, it's like, well, we already lost them. Who's their next guy up? The offensive coordinator. Wouldn't he be up?
No, I think they'll do like what like they normally. Like, this is like a normal thing that they do when like the head coach gets fired or has to step away. It's the special teams coach
What?
that usually steps.
Not
That's
the
who's
OC or the
no, that's who
defense.
the head. Even though they had like 2 former head coaches with the Raiders. Oh
Special
yeah,
teams
see,
guy.
special teams guy. It's because he dabbles in both offense and defense, so he knows the team.
Well, I guess that makes sense.
And so that way, like you don't make the offensive coordinator the head coach, and he doesn't really know because the offense coordinator doesn't ever coach with the defense.
That's true.
That's usually why it's the special teams guy.
That makes total sense. I didn't think about that.
Yeah,
That's
what
the next guy.
Because I was thinking it was going to be one of the coordinators in Oakland or Las Vegas. Because they both the defense coordinator and the offense coordinator have head coaching experience, and they went with the special teams coach. And I was like, oh, there you go. I guess I was wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. Point, it's like, well, everyone kind of knew this. I feel like drafting Fields kind of saved him. Them and that GM. I forgot his name already. Ryan Pace.
Pace, yeah, I was gonna say. I think it's Pace.
Yeah. Look, that's the key guy right there that needs to be gone. Like Nagy sucks too, but Pace, that guy needs to learn how to take. He needs to go take draft 101 because I think he just picked Justin Fields because he was there. Shout out to Brian. If you're probably not.
Well, no, they traded up.
Well, yeah, but they traded up to probably get him because he was there. But just quick shout out to Brian for making that freaking call. I don't know how he. Like we had a pre-draft. I think it was the week before. It was me, Fredo, and Brian. We had our top 10 draft picks, right? Mm-hmm. This guy traded the Cowboys down to get someone, and then someone else had Pitts. I think he said Pitts to the Cowboys, but then I'm like, okay, that's not going to happen, but sure, guy. But then the biggest one was the Bears were going to trade up, and Fields was going to drop to them. He was going crazy wild, like it's going to happen. I'm like, no, that's stupid. Why would any of these teams pass up Justin Fields? And then, sure enough, day of the draft comes by, and then we have a video clip of that miraculous moment. I got the first notification, and everyone's like, "What the hell just happened?" I'm like,
dude, well, you were like, no. "Oh shit," or like, "Oh damn."
I didn't and
we were like, it. What? And by the way you said it, we were like, we can't tell if that is a
good thing or a bad thing.
A good, like, oh, they drafted him, or oh my god, they got somebody else.
Yeah. But speaking of him, he will not be playing tomorrow. Unfortunate. It'll be Dalton. So with Fields being out, Dalton gets to swing it around and throw it over his shoulder and whatnot. But yeah, so but Mooney and Godwin or Goodwin, sorry, not wrong guy. Hopefully that's going to be. It's like, do you root for them? Like, do you root for Dalton? Because honestly, I want the Lions to win. I really do. I want the Lions to win. I hope this is the week. Give them a Thanksgiving Day. They probably haven't won one ever.
And they've been in the closest games all year. Like, they have more like last minute losses than any other team.
Yeah, so I'm really hoping they win tomorrow. It's just one of those teams. It's like I'm secretly rooting for because, like you said, they're right there, man. They're right there, and what better way to do it on Thanksgiving Day? And hopefully they can go back home with a smile on their face because it's basically when the Lions win, it's basically their Super Bowl. It really is. Holy
rumor
crap,
what?
Wait, rumor his owner is facing Nagy to play Fields tomorrow.
There's no he's medically cleared.
I
The dude was
don't
in the hospital.
think so.
Possible
However,
spleen damage.
however, the one QB that is potentially playing tomorrow is Jared Goff.
Is he playing? I was going to ask if it was him or is it going to be
They were
TB12.
trying to put that up. They're trying to put that up. So hang on. So let's hope to see how we skip this one. What do you say? Let's hope the new coach will keep Sean Dieza. I probably butchered that. Or will Sean Dieza become the new head coach? I don't know, dude. You're speaking gibberish to me. I don't know who any of these people are. I don't follow the Bears as much as you. Is that a question or is that a statement?
Well, I think he's saying, let's hope. Or do you think they'll make Sean, whatever his name is, become the new? Like
you don't even know who he is.
No, I don't. I'm guessing it's their offense coordinator. I thought Glazer was the offense coordinator.
That's a question. Dude,
yeah,
beats me.
So he's saying, do you think they'll keep him, or do you think he could be a head coach? I think it's two questions.
I'd say they keep him.
Right? Yeah. So will the new head coach keep? Oh, defensive coordinator. Sorry, Glazer is the offense coordinator. That's the defense coordinator.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's saying if they bring in a new head coach, did they keep the existing defensive coordinator?
I think so. Wouldn't why not? Put them in there. Look, it's put your aces in their places. You're not going to switch it around.
Yeah, and then secondly,
like you guys were saying that.
But there's a point where like a lot of new head coaches like to bring in their guys.
Well,
like it's not unheard of for a head coach to get fired and like their whole staff is like, bye.
No, you're right. No.
But he's also throwing it in there. Do you think he could actually be the new head coach?
No. Yeah.
I'm gonna say you're probably gonna say no.
Don't
we didn't even know who he was. So.
I don't know. My coaching, look, the amount of knowledge I know on the players is far more greater. Dude, I'm now all right. So I want to do a new segment. All right, since we are a dynasty show, I want to do introducing of the rookies slowly.
Mark gets me.
Yeah, well, as long as one of us gets you. All right. It's a good thing I'm not alone today.
But since you guys are watching, are you guys still high on Kellen Moore after the last couple of weeks he's at? I know they're talking about possible new head coaches, and they brought his name up.
Oh,
I wonder if his stock is kind of plummeting.
In the chat? I have not seen this.
No, on one of their Panda and Grizzly shows.
Oh, all right. Yesterday's?
No, Fredo was on it, so it was a while.
Oh, okay. Oh, I think that I didn't watch that one. I think.
Yeah.
I'm like yesterday's. I'm pretty sure I watched mainly. But yeah, no. There's a lot of
things going on.
Dallas
was like flying high, and they were like 7-1.
Yeah,
they're like 6-1.
There's a lot of things going on in Chicago. I'm not too sure of, and I'm pretty sure they're not even
Kellen
too sure
Moore,
of.
He's going to be the next head coach somewhere.
I just hope the best for them next season. Because I think that they have potential. They do.
Yeah, they do.
Now what I'm more worried about is their contracts going to last in these potentials and get key pieces. But yeah, I like I said, it's basically the franchise, their dynasty they're running, and as we are here as a dynasty show, more towards. I also want to start introducing a few more rookies slowly as we go on. I think I'm gonna bring in the running backs first, or something like one or two rookies, like just show them off. There's some. I've been looking at some, and the only reason this popped up is because some of these rookies are next year's rookies. Some of these college guys are already bringing in. They're getting invites to the Senior Bowl, and I know you and I like that Senior Bowl, so
it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, one day we'll go. I know that's going to be one of our goals here. Maybe not this season, but probably next. I got too many weddings to go to next season. I also have EDC to go to next year. Yeah, it's. I think I have like 4 weddings, EDC, and I'm not even going to take a personal one. I'm just going to combine all of those as one big old vacation. Because 4 weddings means drinks all around. Right. It should be a good time. So I
think the following Senior Bowl will be more fun anyway.
Yes, very, very much so. The thing is, with talent wise, it's not so much that the talent isn't there. It's there. It's just not a lot of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like there's the first 32 guys, first 2 rounds are pretty good, solid. After that, like for the last 2 seasons, we got spoiled big time with depth. Like you can
when you
go
got guys
fourth or
like Michael
fifth round.
Carter going in the 4th round.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can
Yeah.
go 4th or 5th round, even 6th round, and these guys are still killing it.
Des Fitzpatrick touchdown.
Yeah, Dez, our boy.
Yeah.
We were excited. We thought he was gonna go like early rounds. He was killer in that game, and nobody knows who he is. I bet people still don't know who he is, and he just scored a touchdown last week with the Titans, and people probably still don't know who he is. I mean, they called him up. I didn't even get the notification that they called him up. I
didn't either. You just randomly messaged me. You're like, Dez, and I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, he just.
So I had to go back and check it out. I was like, oh,
damn. Dez, like I thought he was on practice squad. I didn't know they brought him up. I'm like, well, good for him. The only issue I hope they keep him because, I mean, he's obviously on the practice squad, and obviously he had issues with blocking. What's up?
He can't go back now. He's been called up. I don't think.
Well, isn't there like a period where they can officially sign him and then have him? So
Tank who?
Yeah. Let me answer this real quick before we lose him. I just hope that he's still here. Who gets the turkey leg?
Swift.
Oh, damn it! I was about to say Swift. Gonna say Swift. I was gonna say Swift.
With all their defensive injuries, I think Swift is going to rack it up.
Yeah, Swift. I'm going to say Swift and Alex Anzalone.
Yeah, linebacker, not a bad choice.
Yeah, why not? Jared Goff may or may not. I think what's his face? Crable or Cramble, the defensive what's his name? I'm drawing a blank. Cramble? That's his name? Head coach? Yeah. He's probably going to pull him off. He's like, hey.
Campbell. Sorry, Dan Campbell.
Campbell, yeah. He'll probably pull him out. I don't know.
Motor City Dan Campbell.
Yeah, so we'll see with that. But and then the other games, I'm definitely Josh Allen, hopefully. He needs to bounce back after that last week. Are you trusting any Cowboys tomorrow?
Bro, I'm pretty sure CD's not going to play. I don't know if Amari's playing.
They're trying to push it. They are trying to push CD.
I heard that he's questionable on the sleeper app, and that shocked me. I thought for sure he was just going to be out because of the short week.
There's 6 protocols to the concussion. He cleared the first 5 already.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. I mean, he looked like he was okay, kind of like I've seen concussions, and this guy, that concussion. Hey man, well, thanks for stopping by, dude. Like, much appreciated for sure. You take care of yourself, and happy Thanksgiving, Alfredo. Stay safe. Yes. I'll see you when you get back. But look, dude. I that was pretty quick. When I first saw him, he hit the rear cranium of his head, and then he got up a little by himself, and I was like, all right, cool. So
Cooper is out.
Yeah, that's for sure. There's no way he's gonna get too like. I think he's unvaccinated, so he needs a debt. Or was he vaccinated? Either way, he still needs 2, and I don't think it was a short enough time for him to get it from what's Friday or Saturday.
I think he needs 2 negative tests before he can come back to the facility. So
yeah, so I don't think he's
within 24, like with a minimum of 24 hours between them. So
yeah, so oh well. I mean, I just hope that the receivers can catch. I lost because of that. I really thought that they were going to go out there and just light up KC. Boy, was I wrong.
Dude, everybody thought that was going to happen.
Nobody caught anything.
I was shocked of how low of a score that the total score was. I thought for sure that game was going to be like 56 to
I lost 45. By 7 points. Because Dak couldn't get anything done, and it wasn't even his fault. His line gave up on him. His line.
To be fair, Josh Allen didn't do anything either.
Yeah, but had I put Josh Allen in, I would have won.
Oh, did he get more points? Okay.
Yeah, he got like 20 points in our league at least. But
did he get more like garbage time touchdowns or something?
Look, the
like
fact
the
that I
Miami
would take
game.
20 points rather than 1 to 2 points. I'm surprised no one's talking about this. No one, everyone's so focused on Mahomes on how horrible he did, but no one's focused on Dak on how horrible
It's all right.
they
20
did.
points is like a third of what I scored for my entire team, so I don't want to hear it. I was like,
yeah, that was your worst week. Was it 63?
65. Give me my 2 extra points. Don't take it away from me.
I think that was the lowest we've
got
had
a big fat goose egg. Braden even had 2 people get zeros. His kicker and a linebacker of his got 0 points.
Nice.
And he still like doubled my score.
Nice. That sucks, man. That really sucks. That's frustrating as hell. But anyways,
your top 3 guys are like out. And then the one guy you're counting on, he gets knocked out after only getting a point. Literally knocked out.
Yeah. So, last week was not. It was a very confusing week, and I hope this week kind of it fixes itself a little bit. Like we expect what we're trying to see. You know what I mean? Like all these crap teams are just winning. These better teams are just tanking. So, anyways, we're doing this segment real quick, and I don't know why, but I think it might be because of his name.
Max Crosby.
Max Crosby, yes.
Or minimum.
You don't know who he is. He plays for the Raiders, and yeah, go ahead and hit that thing. I'm gonna look up his stats real quick. Have you looked at his stats? Yeah.
I did not look at his stats yet.
Okay, actually, so we're about to find out right here together. So go ahead and hit that little
yep. There he is. Max right Crosby or minimum Crosby?
Did we get him? Yes, exactly. So I'm looking it up right now. And do you think he basically Max Crosby or minimum Crosby? Over under from the last week. The week before he had 4.5. What do you think he did this week?
Against the Bengals. We got minimum Crosby.
Rival
because they got smoked.
Yes. We saw a minimal Crosby, man. 3.5. He did like worse. Like it's yeah. So a solo tackle, a tackle for loss, and 2 assist tackles and a hit on QB only put 3.5. So in our league. So I don't know. I like him, but he was on fire the beginning of the season, and then he's just dead. So I don't know. But speaking of last week, this kind of I want to talk about this. I don't understand how or why. Look, and my argument for PPR right now, and why I hate
this PPR. Is the sole reason Tank is tuning in right now. Just want you to know that.
Well, yeah, I made him wait 30 minutes.
That's what he said yesterday.
But he normally watches the whole show anyway, so thank you.
But he was on the Pain and Grizzly, and he's like, I'm tuning in tomorrow solely to figure out why Martin hates PPR.
Okay, look, my argument is going to be valid because my argument
I don't like PPR either.
Is going to be valid. But I know, but people are going to be like, oh, well, why? Because you don't even play PPR. Well, you're wrong. I'm in 2 leagues that play PPR.
Yeah, we are in a PPR league.
I'm in 2 of them, and one of them is beyond hard. I have like 20 something starters. It's that giant one. That one's also PPR.
Yeah, so, I that one would be overwhelming to me. I don't know how you do it. That's too much.
I'm
There's
doing
like a line. There's a line, and you've definitely.
I am 7-4 on that league. Okay, I am 7-4. So I'm putting myself in the playoffs on that one for sure. But anyways, it's a PPR super flex with 4 IDP flex, 3 D linemen, 2 linebackers, and 3 defensive backs. And then on offense is 3 flex with, like I said, that super flex. So
that's crazy.
It's a lot of guys, a lot of movies.
Yeah, you're like.
I have my own NFL team on my phone here. So, but with that,
pretty close.
What?
I said pretty close.
It's
like a 53-man roster.
What's crazy is everyone I've been playing, their IR is full, man, full to the brim. I only got 3.
I could imagine injuries in that league.
It's ridiculous.
Oh man.
I only have 3 on my IR: Stephon Tuitt, Jamal Agnew, and Gus Edwards. That's it. Everyone else is healthy. My lucky. Taxi squad is Jordan, or not Jordan Love. Sorry, I almost said Julian Love, DB out of Giants, and then Foster Moreau out of Las Vegas, and I have Jacob Eason on my taxi squad there too. So Michael Walker, linebacker out of Atlanta, and then Tylan Wallace, receiver out of Baltimore. That's my taxi squad. So essentially my practice squad.
Pretty much.
Almost pulled Foster Moreau earlier, but I had Tommy Tremble to replace George Kittle and Dalton Schultz. That was because Kittle was on IR, Schultz was on the bye, so I needed to pull someone up, and I pulled out Tommy Tremble. So, anyways, these and some of these guys don't even know who that is. But yeah. So that in that league. So here we are. All right. So the reason why I hate PPR. Okay, I'm in 2 of them. So, but this is why I'm here. Should I wait till the end of the show? Are you gonna leave me?
Right, just leave me. So I'll get back to that. Let me go on to something else.
I'm in a league where kick return and punt returns are accounted for as well, but it's not as high as regular yards. Okay, the 10 yards per point. This one is a little increased to 15 yards per point, just so because then people would be getting kick returners and punt returners all the freaking time.
Oh, I know.
So here's that one. In a non PPR. Okay, so Rondale Moore. I looked up this week and it pissed me off. Okay, and this is why I'm doing this now. Rondale Moore scored nothing, absolutely nothing. Okay, do you want to know? Do you know what air yards are?
Is that like the amount of yards the ball travels in the air?
Yes. Okay. Do you know what Rondale Moore's air yards were from Colt McCoy to Rondale Moore?
Well, probably not much, because most of the time I saw they were doing these dunk passes.
-11. How many receptions did this guy have? Let's go to the PPR.
You say 11?
11 receptions. Every reception was -1 yard. Therefore, he got points for just simply doing his job, simply catching a ball, which is stupid, by the way. I don't want to reward you for doing your job. Like, I'm not going to give you a tip because you know how to run the cashier box, okay? Like, you know how to do that. I expect you to catch this, okay? I expect you, as a receiver, that is your job. 11 receptions, -11 air yards, okay? 51 receiving yards total, which essentially, if we didn't have the punt return, kick return, look, we lost viewers. I don't care. 51 yards, okay? Essentially, that's what 5.1 for the week, right? Look to the left. In a PPR league, he outscored someone who did work. Now, I compared 2 rookies roughly around the same stature of the rankings that week. And you have Jamar Chase, who got 13 points, who scored and had some rushing and receiving yards, and still did horrible than this bum who did no touchdowns and only got 11 receptions. Negative air yards, by the way. All those 51 yards were after the catch. Yak is where it's at. Okay, I understand that. But here's a non-PPR. This makes sense. 6 points
he was
per
also
touchdown.
averaging like 0.5 yards a catch. 11 receptions for 51 yards.
And this is like I'm just saying this because like this is the struggle. People are going to go after Rondale Moore who sucks. Okay, maybe he doesn't suck, but they're just not utilizing the right way. Okay. Obviously, I'm going to go after Jamar Chase. If you started a draft right now without looking at their stats throughout the season, everyone's going to go Jamar Chase. Like, if there's someone who's going Rondale Moore, like, you must be a Rondale Moore truth believer fan or dating him. I don't know. Or a Cardinals fan who knows nothing about football. But here it is. What more do in standard league? All right, well, let me go back to it. 5.1. Okay, just ignore the kick return, punt return yards. Okay. Even with the punt return, kick return on a standard league, he still did less than Jamar Chase. That's with the yards, and that's, like I said, it's 15 per point on that. So he's with the kick return, punt return, he still did less. Essentially, in a regular standard league, without kick return, punt return, that would be standard. All right, he did 5.1 yards, negative 11 air yards. It's just crazy to me. This is what we're giving him. We're rewarding the guy for doing his job. I expect you to catch this. There's leagues out there that do points per carry. There's leagues out there.
Too much.
Hold on. There's worse leagues. There's leagues out there that do points per completion. Your quarterback's scoring like 60-something points a game. Jesus. Points per completion? Get out of here. You're not going to do that. I
like high scores, but there comes a time where you just got to be like, we don't need people putting up like 500 points.
Look, I'm just saying my opinion. Am I going to join your league because you invite me and you want me to go do it? Yeah, sure, I'll do it. If it's PPR, okay, well, that's all right. That's fine. Am I going to necessarily enjoy it? Yeah, probably. But I just feel like the reward isn't as great. No one's going to look at Jamar Chase. Oh, you only got 10 points. Oh, you only got 13 points. But then you look at this bum over here who only did nothing, 51 yards on negative 11 air yards, freaking 16.1. Get out of here, dude. Get out of here. That's trash to me. You did nothing. But hey, I don't know. To those 2 viewers, I'm sorry if I upset you, but if you ever come back and just rewatch this. But look, it's my opinion. You don't have to listen to it either way. But this is like,
I mean, I kind of agree with it.
But I only can voice my opinion because I'm actually in it. I don't want people like, oh, well, you're not even in it. No, yes, I am. Yeah. I'm in plenty of different leagues. Okay, this is the first year I only did 4. Like, it's minimum.
This is the first time I've done PPR in the nerd.
Really?
With the nerd huddle, yeah.
So if you really want to go standard PPR, the touchdowns there for QBs are 4.
I know that was.
It changes it because I guess it gives the upside for rushing QB touchdowns, which changes it. Which, I mean, it makes sense, but
no, it does.
It's and all, yeah. He said yeah. Fudge that. Fudge standard or fudge PPR? I don't know. Like, so I say fudge freaking PPR. Look, and here's what I'll consider. I'll meet you in the middle. I'll do half PPR. How about that? I'll do half PPR. I will be more than okay with doing half PPR. But
0.5, I don't mind 0.5.
And then there's tight end premium, and those are ridiculous. The tight ends, their receptions are like double the amount to add up because obviously tight ends are complete wasteland. So if you had Travis Kelce last season, you basically won. So he says, Tank, I can see it. I don't prefer one over the other, but what do you? All right. So what I'm saying, but what?
No, he showed both.
What do you choose to do in PPR? What did Chase do in PPR? God damn it, Tank.
He showed both of them.
I know. I keep showing both. He's not paying attention.
Chase is on your right side, and see, it's on both.
All right, look, Chase. This is
standard.
This is standard with punt return, kick returns.
Yep.
So if this was regular standard, Rondale Moore will only be at 5.1. Okay. But in our league, we have kick return, punt return at a higher rate, so 15 yards per point. So it's kind of like it minimizes, or else everyone go after the kick returners and punt returners. So it's at 8.23. Otherwise, it would be 5.1. It's the standard. I got 10 points, 1 touchdown, 6 points. Obviously, why? Because touchdowns are 6 points. Receiving yards are 32 points. And then you rush for what? 8 yards. That's Jamar Chase. Okay. And then we'll go look at freaking PPR, which I'll show again. PPR, this bum only caught 11 balls for 51 yards on negative 11 air yards. Okay. That's what upset me. It was the negative air yards, and this bum did what he did to do as a receiver. Like, you just rewarded for doing your job. What I reward is the yak. The yards after.
Yak is where it's at.
It is where it's at. Like, that's earned. That is talent. Catching what you do best. Like, I expect the D lineman to go get a sack.
Changed his mind.
Yeah, that I see. That's stupid. Yeah, well, look. I mean, look. This is why I don't like PPR. Like, but
less
there's
than 5 yards a catch when he's got over 10 yards a catch over here.
Like, Jamar Chase obviously made it in the end zone, and did what, like I said. But I mean, I'm just voicing my opinion. So, but it's how people see it, and people like the perception, all that, which is cool. Like, oh, that's fine. I'm not entirely down against that. I'm just saying, like, there's a difference. You know what I mean? Like, I hate it, man. I don't know. It's the wrong one. I was gonna put the I don't know, Josh Allen, which I can't even freaking find right now. But anyways, whatever. I messed up. But that was the PPR, non-PPR standard.
This is what you just did to Tank.
Yeah, blew up his mind. Like, oh crap! I see why he's pissed off. Look, and it's fine. Like, if you want, consider doing half PPR. It's fine. I prefer, like, there's people that love the PPR. Like, I get it. There's touchdown only leagues out there, which are so annoying. Good God. Me and Mark are in one of them together, and boy, we
touchdown league.
We love that league. I don't even know who to start.
Me either half the time, man.
It's like, dude, like, I don't know. Like, this is how I feel in a touchdown league, all right? Well, fast forward to the no part. Yeah. Fast forward to that part. That's the touchdown league. Ignore the Derrick Henry. I gotta, you know who I gotta put in that little clip? JT. That's who I gotta put in there. So
yeah, we already had our defense on that one. Like, how is it fair that a guy who runs for 100 yards and no touchdowns only gets 5 points, but then some guy can just have 1 carry for 1 yard and a touchdown?
I don't get it. So my argument was, it's a QB happy league. It basically is. Yep. You know what he did? He go, okay, so you know how he has his mini one? I guess it's the experiment one. He increased the yardage from 25 yards for the QBs per point, you know? Mm-hmm. Some are 20. His is 25. He increased it to 50 yards a point.
What the
I'm like, you just made it worse. He's like, how did I make it worse? You just said it was a QB happy league. I'm like, no, that's not the point. Like,
that's like 100 yards to get you 2 points. Woohoo!
Yes, it makes no sense.
300 yards, 6 points for you, man.
I don't know. I don't get it either. I don't understand. But I'm like, all right, whatever. So Yal says, LOL. I still don't hate PPR as much as Martin, but that is a really good case. And look, like I said, like,
and we're not saying we hate it.
No, I hate it. I'm not gonna lie. I hate it. I'll go half PPR with you. I'll be happy with that, because then it's not as like, okay, because then he has to do double the amount of his catches to get the 1 point. But look, next year though, you'll see the IDP where the difference is, and you'll see how the IDP affects it. The sack in the offensive side, if your QB gets sacked, it's minus half a point.
I like it.
So but that's because, well, one, they don't really happen often. What, 5 is the max? Hold on. Didn't Carson Wentz get sacked 8 times last season in a single game?
Well, something Justin Fields got sacked 9 times.
That's right. So you basically lost 4.5 points there. Yep. But I mean, that's still easily made up.
4.5 points.
I did.
Not that he was starting, but
Chris Jones. I had Dak started. Okay, this is why I lost. I had. No, you're talking about last week, or are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about the week he had the 9.
Oh, that week? No, I went with Teddy Bridgewater that week. No, I went with Taylor Heineke.
No, but the week he had 9 sacks was like week 5 or 6.
It was 7, because it was the week where I had to start him.
Or that happened earlier in the year, against the Browns.
No, it was. Well, it was. Oh, you're right.
I know what you're talking about, but it's 2 different things, 2 different weeks.
Yeah, we're talking about 2 different things here. Yeah. You know, you're absolutely right. No, yeah. So, I'm surprised no one's asked us anything. This is wonderful. I am just ranting and talking.
Everyone's just getting ready for the holiday weekend, man.
Look, hey, man, it's.
They're in line for Black Friday sales or getting ready for.
That's exactly how I feel right now. Like, no one's asked me. Like, maybe they just don't even want to hear my advice anymore. I don't know what it is, but
maybe.
Which I'm not convinced either, because we just hit 100 and something. So
yeah,
people like us.
We could talk about this last game. Saints at the Bills.
Yes. Let's knock that one out. That one's going to be a good one. Both defenses are nasty right now.
Are the Bills not good?
Well,
they just gave up 45 points to the Colts.
Well, okay, you're right. Okay,
I'm sorry. They gave up 45 points to Jonathan Taylor.
The run game, they haven't.
Nobody
else
got points in that game.
I don't know. I think it's weird that it's a good defense. I don't know what's going on either. They're both nasty defenses that I would consider. Isn't Bill still ranked in the top tier of the teams right now?
No, they're 6. They're not even in first place in their own division.
Yeah.
The Patriots are. Who would have thought?
I don't know. Mac and Cheese is doing something over there with his skeleton receivers. Good for Ramondre Stevenson though. Good for him. A little shout out to him. I'm glad he's doing something. Because he was one of my favorite backs coming into the league, and I'm gonna say this right now, like, just get out of the way. He was one of my favorite backs going into the league, and I was excited to see where he was landing, and he landed with the most second to horriblest spot in the league. My love for him just dropped instantly. So if Belichick does a 50-50 with him and Harris, oh buddy, let's go. But yeah. Anyways. But Bills and Saints, hopefully Josh bounces back and puts a pretty good defensive or pretty good run against that defense. I'm not starting any running back. Receivers should be good.
But the Saints are pretty good defensively too.
They are. It's going to be an interesting game. It really is.
Except when they're playing the Eagles, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, they're both coming off not good games, so.
And that's the thing. It's because of the run. The run, it's a little. They can't. Either Jalen Hurts has magical powers, or they just can't stop the run. Because he is 2-0. He's 2-0 against them.
Oh wow!
Not a lot of guys can say that. Well, in the last, they pretty much they split back with them. So, but Jalen Hurts beat him again. So good for him. Miles Sanders had 96 yards or something like that against them on his first day back from injury. So apparently, if Josh Allen just runs, I think he's going to be just fine.
No, he didn't have 9. He only scored me like 5 points.
Are you sure? Well, because he fumbled. He fumbled and lost it.
No, it was Justin's league. That's right. I forgot. That's the touchdown league.
We don't say his name. Right. We just refer it as the touchdown league. Okay.
Fine. But yeah, I forgot it was the touchdown league. I was like, 5 points. That's or 4 point something points. That's not.
You can't say his name though.
He doesn't.
People are going to scroll down to our very first video, and boy, was that a mess. audio issues, background issues. We have grown. We've done a lot better.
They don't even have access to our first video.
Oh no, it's in our. That will never be shown. If you know me personally, I will show you that one. But no, the regular like media will never see that. I mean, I'm sure it's the internet's probably somewhere, but
that was a great show,
as private. If you know me as a friend or work with me,
some people saw it. It had views, man.
It did. What's crazy is I don't understand. Like obviously, I talk more.
Echo we know lower.
But then it was basically all me. We went a couple minutes with nothing, and then you guys with your random questions or answers. It was so embarrassing.
Working, but we didn't know.
It was so embarrassing. I had to take it down. I was like, no, this is never going to hit public eye, except for those who already viewed it. And then that was the day Tank was just not there, so our producer couldn't say, hey, your video's messed up.
We were using different software too, so maybe it could have been.
We were using OBS with the phone call with the
Skype.
Not Zoom, Skype. Yeah,
that's what it was with the Skype.
Thank you, StreamYard.
Yeah, thank you
for any YouTubers out there. I don't get paid to do this, but StreamYard is legit. Like it's legit. So content is good. Quality sound is second. Big upgrade from the old days. Yes. And you know what's funny? A little funny story about that, if for those of you who don't know. The moment I finally figured out the sound and the picture and the editing, all that, I was golden to go on the Dynasty Pylon. I was like, sweet. And then I think we called it the Dynasty Pylon. I'm like, it just didn't even ring. I'm like, nah, we'll just take the out. It's Dynasty Pylon. That's just what we do. So then it was like, all right, I got this in the bag. Tank goes up to me, hey, we're cutting OBS. We're done with it. I'm like, what do you mean we're done with it? I just spent this entire week. It was during the summer, so I didn't have school. I just spent this entire week learning this crap 1970s Apple software crap. It was horrible. And he goes, no, just Tank it. We're like, well, dude, he didn't say that, but he said, you just forget about it. And I'm like, well, what are we using? He said, we're using this program called StreamYard. It's legit. I'm like, all right, well, okay. So he said, okay, guys, we're going back to yes. No. I've already specialized in all these graphics and everything, man. No way. I love this too much. Like
this is so much better.
Oh my God. We got our technical difficulties one. We have this one, like breaking news one. And then we have our first down news, which
Speaking of first down news, you hear the breaking news from yesterday?
Probably. I typically say no, and then you say it. I'm like, oh yeah. Go ahead.
Adrian Peterson released.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because we saw
what a run he had. What a run.
I don't know whatever. Like, no, man. Like, no. In all seriousness, Spoiler King's going to OBS. I can do more. Okay. Hey, look, you mastered that program, and it's just you two. So once you bring in a third guy, I think he'll probably do StreamYard. But
I think if you're doing like recorded videos and editing, OBS will be better.
Yeah, but Twitch, video gaming,
live,
all that.
Yeah, but I feel like for live, like what we do, this works so much better.
Yeah, for sure. But AP all day. Sure, man. Maybe at a fundraiser or something. But that's prime time. AP is done for. He's 36 years old. Not everyone's Frank Gore. Get out of here. You're done. What were they thinking?
That guy's fighting now. So.
Well, look, even Tank was saying that AP or Jeremy McNichols was the go-to guy. I'm like, no, I think Mark Ingram is. And look at Mark Ingram now. He just started 2 games, and a third game is coming up.
Is he playing? He's questionable.
He's playing. He is playing. And guess what? Kamara is out again.
Oh wow.
Kamara's out again. So Mark Ingram, if you are the smart ones and listen to me, Picking him up over Jeremy McNichols, AP, when Derrick Henry went down, okay, and you picked up Ingram because I thought Ingram was a lot better as a backup, because what I saw out of Ingram is even with Kamara was there, he was still getting double-digit carries, and that's what you want in your running back. But yeah, basically you hire him for kids' parties now. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Hey, John, I'm having a birthday party with my 6-year-old son and his friends. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm even gonna have an AP stiff arm them all into the pool. You should bring them by. I don't know. But I mean, look, he's just old. He's done. Running backs, they kick the bucket roughly around age 26. And they're still good possibly for the next 2 seasons, but there is a regression, and I think the dramatic regression is definitely at 29 to 30 years old for sure. A regressed Derrick Henry at 27 now, right? Turning 28 next year is still better than probably 75% of the running backs out there, but only certain players can be there. I think Derrick Henry is one of those. But I'm saying this right now in the offseason. If you need to get rid of Derrick Henry right now for some picks or something, I think now is the time. Get yourself an Isaiah Spiller or someone like that. Which I will bring Isaiah Spiller into this with other key running backs who I'm a little excited for.
Any relation to CJ?
No. Everyone keeps asking that, but no. He's not a relation as of now. Again, we haven't
as of now, like, could change.
Well, hey, they never really interviewed the guy yet. I don't think so. It could change. Oh yeah, he's like my stepbrother or something. I don't know. But Isaiah Spiller out of Texas A&M, dude, I'm gonna tell you right now. These 4 of these backs are all 6'1", 200 plus. Like, we're looking at 3 to 4 Antonio Gibsons coming in. Okay.
Holy crap, this guy's big.
Isaiah Spiller, 6'1",
225. Was he 225 now?
225. Where are you seeing this?
Oh my, I don't know. It was just on thing. It said he was 216, but it's only a difference of 7
That's still
pounds,
big, man. That's still big.
Pounds, yeah.
200 pounds is a back at 6'1". You're trucking it. Like, I'm all right. So, and then Bryce Hall, 6'1", 215, who I personally like, out of Iowa State. And then our other 6'1" guy is Zach Charbonnet out of UCLA, 6'1", 220. And then Brian Robinson Jr. out of Alabama, 6'1", 228. Look, we're going to roll these guys out here in the next couple of weeks. I'll probably do 1 to 2 a week because as a Dynasty show, you've probably already tanked. You've made, like, after this week, you'll know for sure if you're making playoffs or not. I'm in that situation. If I win the next 3 games, I could potentially squeeze in, depending on how much points. I could probably squeeze in at 6th place or the 6th rounder and get myself in the playoffs. I don't know. There's still hope for me, barely. But my playoffs have already started. For some people who are playing Dynasty, if you have 7 losses already, you're done. And then there's a specific person.
Unless you're in the touchdown league, everybody makes the playoffs.
We're not talking. Yeah, we don't talk about that league. But so here's what this next league does, or next class does, and we'll be talking about it. They're big. All right, they're big. We saw short receivers. This receiver class, a lot of 6 foot and higher. So it evens out. You know what this class reminds me of, though? It was like 2019. Like, you didn't have a lot of key guys, but they were there. Like Miles Sanders. They're good, but it was just like, So, anyways,
it's gonna be like a running back class where, like,
it's going to be a receiver class.
Is going to be receiving and running backs, or just receiving?
Running back. It's short. It's pretty much the guys I mentioned. and one of them is I like out of Michigan State, Kenneth Walker the third. He's 5'10", 210. Okay, so
Jeez.
yeah, even then he's quick, man. This kid is quick, and he's fast, like super fast. Like I'll get into that eventually, but as of now, we'll see receivers coming in. There could be like one good tight end. That's about it. And Jalen Watermeyer. So yeah, look, that's all coming in because you got to start making picks, trade picks now. If you're already in tank zone, if you have 7 losses or more in your dynasty, you are done, son. You need to start making some moves for some picks. Get some first round picks. Do it now that your players are good. Sell your veterans. Keep the younger guys. Sell the veterans to the teams that you know are probably going to make the playoffs, and they're willing to give you high draft picks because what you can tell them is, hey, look, I have Thielen here, and if you give me a third or a second, he's yours. He could definitely push you into the playoffs. You know what I mean? Something like that. Unless you already have Thielen. Like I'm just saying, like he's good and he still gets you touchdowns. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's the problem though with Henry. He's gone.
Well, that's why I said Thielen, not Henry.
I know, but you were saying earlier to trade away Henry, but I was like, I'll probably have to wait till the offseason.
But I also said that Derrick Henry is still 75% better than 75% of league. Sorry, I'm mixing up my words. Derrick Henry at 28 years old next year, right, is still better than 75% of the backs. We're not gonna get like the prime Derrick Henry of last season again. I don't see it. I mean, even then, you could probably trade and get yourself an Antonio Gibson or a Swift or I don't know, a Dobbins or an ETN maybe. Try Akers. I mean, I've noticed that those were pretty much all my running backs. I'm not saying, I'm just talking to the general public here because I know you already know I'm not giving up those guys because I already have all those guys. But I'm just saying, like this is the moment where you and DeAndre Hopkins is Julio Jones 2.0. That's our show. I got nothing else to say. Tomorrow we'll be doing a Dynasty Breakfast Thanksgiving Turkey Day with Tank, our producer. Yeah. Hopefully it's not as dead. Hopefully people are still in bed.
I'm going to try to make it on, but I don't have any guarantees. Hey, my mom hurt both of her feet, so she's on the shelf, so we all have to help make Thanksgiving dinner.
Hey, that's fine. Family comes first. I asked Tank if he's got nothing better to do tomorrow morning. He's like, no, I'm not really doing anything until afternoon. I'm like, oh, perfect. I'm not doing anything either. So,
because even Kate and Braden are coming over in the morning to help too. Okay. Maybe I get Braden on.
If oh my gosh, that would be great. Braden needs to come on already.
Like, hey, Braden, just sit down here and be me. I'm gonna go help make dinner.
Okay, Braden was me when I got the Nerd Huddle. All right, I knew the stats. Like he knows his stuff, and I'm pretty sure he can have a strong argument over certain things. And that's how I got part of the Nerd Huddle. So, anyways, let's go Dallas, Bills, and Lions tomorrow. Who are you picking tomorrow?
I think I got Lions, Cowboys, Bills.
Okay. I'm interested in the Cowboys Raiders game. I think that's going to be the closest one.
It just depends who's showing up. Because the Raiders, when they show up, are good, but when they didn't show up against the freaking Bay. Although I saw a funny meme. It was the only building in Las Vegas where the house never wins, and it was Reliance Stadium. I was like, and then they got beat up by the Bengals in that stadium.
That sucks, man.
I was like, they weren't lying.
I don't know. Hopefully we get Max Crosby tomorrow.
Hopefully.
But even then, I kind of hope he doesn't. I don't know. But anyways, like I said, good morning, good evening, good night. That's our show. This is Dynasty Pylon. My name is Martin. This is Mark, and we will catch you tomorrow morning, just before the 3 games, and then we'll do any fantasy football questions that you have throughout the week. And yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Anything else?
Oh, I have one bit of trivia, and then we can go. There's one undefeated team in the NFL in November. Can you name who they are? One team has yet to lose in November. Everyone else has lost at least once.
Oh, jeez. In November as the whole month?
The whole month of November. I'll give you a hint. They're only 2-0 because the first week of November they had their bye.
Packers?
No, man. The Packers lost to the Seahawks. Or not the Seahawks, the Vikings. This past week.
Oh, that's right. Who is it?
They beat Tampa and Carolina.
I'm still no, get out of here. No, that's it. Get out of here. No, that's done. We're not. No. All right. Good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow morning. That's some crap right there. Oh my
gosh. Getting hyped when I aim up. Elevating that game up. Stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave. Eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up in the place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. I was born and when I watched me elevate. I was born and when I watched me elevate.